It's October.
Welcome back to Oddcast, episode 314. I feel you glowing in the dark when I collapse into your arms. I'm your intro man, Maverick.
Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. I'm the Mexican one, on Repney.
Damn.
Living for today, Jokey Pants.
Shakira. You guys never listen.
Shakira.
That is what she says in that song, Hips Don't Lie.
Yes.
Never listened to it.
Lucky
Anyway.
that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. Well, how you doing today?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
I've this week been extremely busy learning both how to steal an F-16 and a Tiger tank. So, just in case anyone's wondering how my algorithm's treating me, that's how it's treating me. And I am 20% convinced that I could fly an F-16 at this point. I know I can. I'm 20% convinced. The Tiger tank, I'm like 35% convinced I would be able to do. So
I feel like I'm more confident in the tank than the aeroplane.
well, the issue is that the song it takes you step by step on what to do, and I wish I was joking with either one of you, but every so often on my TikTok, and it's like set to like sailing songs and like stuff that's easy to remember.
Driver in there.
Yes, exactly like that. Like, oh, how do I steal an F-16? Here's how I steal an F-16. First, and then it goes on and explains in detail how to start and fly an F-16 and or a Tiger tank.
I need to get on your algorithm.
Yeah, my algorithm is awesome. It's that Highlight, which do any of you know what Highlight is?
I fucking love Highlight. That fucking
So I only got to that because in Dungeon Crawler Carl, he gets a skill potion for Highlight and then gets a Chistera, which he uses to chuck explosives at. So, like, all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck's Highlight? I looked it up once, and now I have the international Highlight account that pops up like every 13 videos. So
I can't judge. The reason why I looked up on Highlight is because of Jackass.
Sure.
It was, someone was going to get hit by a Highlight.
Yep.
It was funny.
Holly started reading these books too, and I sent her one. I was like, just in case you're wondering, like, this is what Highlight is. I didn't look at it at first, and like it took me a while through context to figure it out, but I got there. But yeah,
Now Holly's tried to get Heather to read the Dungeon Carl.
She should.
Crawler Carl.
She should.
I always forget to turn on my light.
She should. We all should. We all should, and then we can start a sub podcast where we just talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl and all our great theories on everything that we have, and how the syndicate's taking over, and how the AI is corrupted, and how the gods are coming back into the universe.
Look, I get enough about that in the real world.
No, it's better. It's better because it's all weird and ethereal.
Super ethereal.
I'm about to pledge myself to Empress, the sun god, so the god of light and ash. So this close, but he's kind of a dick, so I can't. Praise the sun.
So while they were going through the Dungeon Crawler Carls and pledging themselves to a god that may or may not kill them, I was over at a recon here on Guam. Stopped over at Donkey, had a fun little time. Might be the smallest con I've ever seen in my entire life. But it was fun. Had a lot of fun on that. Met a lot of cool people. spread out the word. So if any of them end up listening, watching, whatever, what's up? Thanks for taking pictures with me and whatnot.
Honestly, I'm still surprised that Guam has a con in general.
There's Recon, and then last year, maybe it'll come back this year too. But last year, right before I got here, there was a Comic-Con that was at the mall. They took up, I guess, like the entire mall. So I'm hoping they come back. That'd be kind of neat.
Let me get back before you gone.
I hope so. I hope they come back this year. Hey, everybody. I know we've been talking about things on Twitter, and it's finally time. The episode has finally come.
We're doing our sexy calendar.
Yep, time for the sexy calendar.
It's backwards, but you can read it.
It's only backwards to you. It's correct for us.
Oh, it's
correct. Correct for us. You do not have your mirror. You do not have your camera mirrored.
Nice.
It's time for we have the Nelvana bracket here, and I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win it overall, just because there's one show they produce that everyone knows and everyone would vote for.
Personally, I want to put Dave Grohl down because of what happened recently. But my Nirvana bracket, definitely Kurt Cobain's number one, followed by Flea.
I was never a big Nirvana fan. They got like one good song, right? So
gonna hurt them. Gonna hurt them so much.
The jerk. God damn. The joke out of that is Flea is just from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Are they the ones that did
I
Teenage Dirtbag? No,
that's Wheatus.
That smells like Teen Spirit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're making a reference.
I am not. I'm just being an asshole.
They did Square Shaped Box.
Anyway.
Right? They did Dick in a Box? That's amazing.
So Nelvana, Nelvana, Nelvana Studios. They were a Canadian broadcast company, and you may be asking, we're not Canadian. Why are we talking about a Canadian Because they broadcasted all over the fucking world, and they have plenty of cartoons that many of us have seen in our childhoods at some point. Maybe even now, some of your kids watch these. Who knows what plays on reruns or what you put on for them.
The reason why is because a third of the cartoons you watched as a childhood were surprisingly Canadian.
Yeah,
very true. Very true.
For those of you
French.
For those of you, the Miraculous Ladybug, French. For those of you who don't remember, we did a special where we watched Rock and Rule with our dear friend Sven about 3 years ago, and that is Canadian as well.
And that should have stayed there.
Yeah, that should have stayed there. So we'll start right off the bat. We'll start with the one one that, unfortunately, they did the spin-off series and not the main one. I think people would care more about if they did the main series and not a spin-off, but what do you do? Care Bears Family, let's see here, was a sequel to the original Care Bears series, which was done by Dick.
Dick.
It was 3 seasons long, 49 episodes, 1986 to 1988. Fun fact, only the first 2 seasons aired in the United States. The other season only played in Canada. This has the Care Bears cousins and buddies in the Kingdom of Caring, and they're trying to stop the evil King No Heart. That is Care Bears Family.
When you said in the chat, we're like, correction, we're looking up Care Bears Family, and then I looked it up. I'm like, what's the difference? So I had to look up like
cousins.
Yeah. And it's not by Dick.
Yeah, it's they added this is where you get like the lion and shit like that. This is where they introduced other animals.
How can we market
and they're
more toys?
Going exactly. And that's going against Rupert the Bear, which I have seen. It took me a minute when I looked this back up. That yes, I have seen this. It wasn't something I watched regularly, but 1991, 1997, 65 episodes, 5 seasons. based
Isn't
on,
Rupert
much like
the
most
bear Stewie's gay stuffed animal companion?
It is.
Yes.
Is that where they
Yes.
got that? Is that
Probably.
that's great.
Probably.
Good for them.
Based on the child book series by Mary Tortle, there were plans to make a movie around 2000, but then they ended up scrapping plans and moving away from it, which honestly, I'd say with how like Paddington Bear did, they probably could have done it and made decent money with it. But hindsight's 2020.
When you sent Rupert, I'm like, what the fuck is Rupert? And then I looked up Rupert, I'm like,
Right?
what the fuck is Rupert?
Right?
And then
He's
it's like-
got a scarf and he's
What?
white.
You've never seen Rupert?
And
No,
I
had parents that loved me with
Am
cable.
I the only one?
yes, because it's like, oh,
It
the
was on
Nickelodeon,
TV.
the Nickelodeon commercial for Rupert. I'm like, oh, the intro for it. Let me see it. And I'm like, it's like Rupert.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's what
I
Nick
know
Jr.
nothing. Nothing. I was like, what? the
I know. I caught a couple episodes here and there. I knew about
No.
Rupert.
No.
All right, so going into it here, Care Bears family versus Rupert. What are we thinking when it comes to Care Bears?
Look, I know at least what the Care Bears were and
That's
are.
fair too.
I can't properly judge. I have not seen a full episode of either of these. I've watched bits and pieces, but
Fair.
I'm gonna go with the Care Bear family.
I
'Cause
can't.
it's
I can't in good conscience give it to Rupert.
yeah.
That
I even
doesn't
asked
make any
Heather,
goddamn sense.
and Heather's like, I don't know, Rupert.
No, we had
Like,
You know what? All right. I guess that's fair. That's fair.
we had parents that loved us and cable. So
You keep saying this, but it was on Nick Jr. So I mean,
I didn't have cable.
it was on Nick Jr.
Yeah,
it must have been at like hang on, it must have been on like the 10:30 time slot when like everyone's at school but they need something to fill and they bought it for $1.25.
Yeah, when I looked up the intro, Face was on there. You remember Face?
I love Face.
He was on
Face
there,
is
so
great.
I'm like, I should know this. I remember Face, but I didn't remember Rupert.
no. All right. Well, the fan vote goes through anyway because they also voted for Care Bear family. So who would have thought?
What was it? What was it compared to? What's the numbers?
That
that's
I
good.
don't have on me at the
But
moment.
if you don't have that on hand, that is perfectly fine. I thought you did.
Pretty sure Care Bears were like 75 or 78%, something like that.
Yeah, the correct
It was
number,
not a close one on that one.
Man, if
The
only there
next
was a place
one
where I could go to look up these voting. Wherever would
it's
that
hard.
be?
Listen, bitch, I'm trying to get there. It's a lot harder. Jared posts a lot of shit.
Hey,
It was
I'm constantly doing stuff,
69%
okay?
to 30%.
Nice.
There we go.
Numbers don't add
There we
up,
go.
but nice.
Well, 69.2 to 30.8.
There you go. Nice.
Up next, we got Babar the elephant versus. Now this one is particular. Clifford the Big Red Dog, but specifically the 1988 original version.
But needed Emily.
Is that the one where he moves to the big city and has the two dogs? One that's clearly Mexican coded, one that's clearly black coded.
Are you talking about the three dogs with Cleo and T-Bone and the other one that I don't remember?
No, that is the rebooted series. The original
yes.
series was just 7 episodes. Very, very simple. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Well, I'll be honest. I did my wrong research then.
There's two
good-
versions of Clifford.
I looked up the good Clifford. I'm trying to find the bad Clifford now.
I don't like how he looks.
If you just YouTube 1988 Clifford, at least the theme will pop right up for it. Took me a second.
His face looked wrong.
Oh, that's nightmare fuel. It's like
It's
fuel, my
too
friends.
long.
That's a demon spawn.
I'm sure that's
His face is too long.
book accurate, but his face it's
Fucking
too
Christ.
long, it's too big, and it's too narrow.
All right, so Babar the Elephant, 78 episodes, 6 seasons, 1989 to 1891.
Now,
with also a
Babar, if
season
I
in
remember
2000.
correctly, has a green suit and a crown, correct?
Yes.
What
Yes.
was... I never watched Babar, as it were. Was he a king of some sort, or did he just have a fancy crown?
So Babar the elephant, he
Yes,
was
Babar.
Thank you, Anthony. Yes.
and the show was him remembering and telling stories about his childhood.
Oh,
Yes.
so he's a liar.
He's rescued by a rich old woman who then helps nurse him back, and he basically learns society. So it's him telling his kids about, these were my adventures before.
Have you ever seen The Blind Side?
Yeah, it's the blind
Think
side.
about that, but with
Oh,
elephant.
with an elephant. Oh, so
I hate that you referenced it that way.
Oh, I'm lightheaded.
well, for that, I guess Babar gets the free ride to Texas Tech or wherever the fuck he went. So, University of Austin, Dallas campus. That's fine.
So Babar was first adapted from his books with 2 short films in 71 and 68, before in 1989 when Novella picked up the rights for the series. Books are by John D. Brunhoff in 1931, so they're very old books. There was also a 2010 sequel spinoff, Babar and the Adventures of Badou.
It's also French.
Gotcha.
Yes.
French Canadian. Gotcha.
So
from Quebec.
Clifford, on the other hand, Mr. Nightmare Fuel from 1988. 7 episodes. Nelvana drafted an episode which panned well in test audiences, and they were given the green light for 7 short videos straight to VHS through Scholastic using the books. And it would later be brought back by PBS in 2000. So that is the one that everybody knows.
Yep.
Is when PBS brought it back.
I just got to say,
But that's
the
not
fact
the
that
one we
it's
have.
Clifford 1988 has completely ruined my bracket that I made. I made myself my own little March Madness bracket. And I'm like, of course Clifford's gonna beat Babar. It's Clifford the Big Red Dog. And then you're like, oh, it's Clifford the Big Red Monster.
Oops, wrong channel.
Turns out we were wrong.
Yeah, that one.
I will tell you the fan voting was Clifford, but I did have comments that were Babar. So there's definitely people who remember Babar in their childhood over Clifford.
Stands.
Yes, very much so. And I've met people over my years that like grew up with Babar very intensely, and I never got into it that much, but I have seen it, so I know what Babar is.
I have not seen it. Again,
I
these
haven't
cartoons are all just slightly too out of my youth.
He wasn't
for this
a
type
Nick
of
kid.
cartoon.
Yeah,
so-
this was. I think
I
this was
very much was. I was not a Nick Jr. kid. When I started, we had Red and Stimpy, Cat Dog, Hey Arnold. Then Nick Jr. came
Hey, I
around 2
watched
years
those
later.
too.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
but
they've
Mike's older than Nick
fundamentally
Jr.
changed. Yeah, I am older than Nick Jr. by at least 3 years.
Yes.
And he died, so there's that too. At
Jeez.
least faced it.
So, Anthony, Babar or Clifford? Which one?
I'm
going
gonna
to
vote for Babar. Because
Oh.
I can be wrong, that's fine. But the fact that it's the 88 one fundamentally changed my vote.
What I love about this is Anthony's like, yeah, no, I had my full bracket and they fucked it up, which means he had Clifford going so far. And now he has no idea who's going to win this one.
Finalists. He
Yeah.
didn't win, but he was a finalist.
And now he's like, fuck, is Babar going to be the finalist? Is this elephant wearing, is this green suit crown wearing elephant from high society going to win the bracket?
Oh, my lady.
No, sir. We don't vote for the bourgeoisie. Except for this time. I will gladly and happily be outvoted, but I'm standing on my pride.
And Maverick?
Don't give a shit. We can give it to Babar. I can't give it to that horroristic thing of Clifford. That sad attempt at a big red dog.
Well,
It's only
sorry,
got
everybody.
7 episodes too.
Babar
So
moves on.
can't consider that
Babar
anything.
will move
Fucking scraping bottom for 7 shorts and consider that a cartoon series.
I will save
Scraping
that
bottles,
one
the name of my fucking
for the end.
dictionary. It's the name of my autobiography.
So skip that one for the end. Moving on to, we'll do this one. This one is going to be a bit tougher for me. I know there's one very specifically I'd like to win. It did not win the poll. It came close in the beginning and then it lost.
So it's going to be the worst of the two. Great. Just so we're clear on that one.
So Little Bear, 1995 to 2001, 5 seasons, 65 episodes. Once again, based on books, these by Elise Homeland, Minark, and illustrated by Maurice Sendak. This was on Nick Jr., as we've said many times before with a lot of these. Also, both creators of the books helped make the show and the one movie that they made, the Little Bear movie, in 2001. So this one was very much created by the people who made the books. So that's kind of neat.
Oh, the people.
I watched Little Bear a lot, so I actually do know Little Bear. But I also watched Franklin.
Hey, it's
Franklin.
Franklin.
Coming over to play. 1997, 2004, 6 seasons, 78 episodes. Books by Brenda Clark and Paulette Barjou. They had 4 movies, which were The Green Knight, Magic Christmas, Back to School, and Turtle Lake Treasure. That is Franklin versus Little Bear.
I'm starting to think that maybe children cartoons are bad, and that we may have missed a demographic, and I'm pretty sure we could create our own brand of children's books. Just insert generic problem at insert somewhat fantastical place, insert non-aggressive antagonist, and everyone hugs at the end.
A feisty Tasmanian devil.
Right. We just there's a great episode of Futurama called Yo Leela Leela, where like Leela goes and creates Rumbledy Hump, and when she's thinking about it, she's like, if I need 3 of one type of character, and then I'll be able to get this started. It's the truth.
Yes.
That's Yo Gabba Gabba.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
You see, the thing is,
oh shit, is that playing off of Yo Gabba Gabba? Am I just not realizing that episode is a spoof on? Wow, I never watched that show, so that's amazing. Now that you say that, everything it all, yeah, I see every character. I see every one of them. Like,
how dare you,
Galaxy Brain?
Come on, that's Kyle's brother. It's his girlfriend. How dare you forget about her?
Which one?
Lula, or
what's her name? What's her name?
The pink one.
The pink one, yeah. She got that nice strange.
Strange, bro. Anyway, so I'm voting Franklin.
The thing is, I don't agree with Mike. These are both shit.
Yeah,
but if I'm gonna vote with any of them, I too am voting Franklin. Believe it or not.
Thank God I get to abstain, because I would have also voted for Franklin, because Little Bear sucks shit. I've seen like 4 episodes of Little Bear, and in Shrek how the bearskin rug. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
See,
Little Bear.
We forget that Mike has beef with anthropomorphic bears.
I do have beef with anthropomorphic bears. It is well established on this podcast.
That is canon lore,
like,
right there.
Fucking first time me and Redacted ever were on a podcast together, I do believe it was us bitching about Yogi Bear.
You were yelling at
Yogi
him about
Bear.
It.
Fucking dumb fucking picnic basket boo boo. Fuck that shit. Absolutely fuck that shit.
Sorry to all of you on Twitter. Little Bear has been eliminated.
You're all
I
wrong.
was
It's fine.
happy to see
is
Franklin move on.
Clearly
Dude, Jared-
superior.
Jared was so
cartoon.
happy when I said Franklin. He's like, "Oh my fucking god, we're all
so
voting."
happy. See, Franklin for me alone theme song is what sells me on Franklin versus
Franklin
Little Bear.
reminded me much more of Arthur than Little Bear. And so
great. A little word, please.
You had fucking, and they actually had real names too. It was Franklin the turtle, not Bear and Goose
and Mama Bear. and
yes. Oh, I think I'm missing one.
But I got them all here.
Yeah, that's fair. I thought I had them all written, but I think I might be missing one.
It do be like that.
I am indeed.
It's okay.
I can't believe I forgot that one. Anyway, now this one is a stickler. One of these shows technically counts because they did an entire season of it before it was given off to the other studio for its second season. But before that, we got RoboCop in 1988, the animated series RoboCop, which why the fuck they ever made that a kid's cartoon is fucking beyond me. Co-produced with Marvel Productions. And this was Nelvana who wrote the series to help shift it from a adult movie to a kid's cartoon, and then Marvel Production animated.
So great.
Now, I want to, for those who've never seen RoboCop for some reason, one, go watch the first RoboCop, go watch the second RoboCop, go watch the third RoboCop, go kill yourself.
So much, yes.
But in the first movie, there is a scene where a man gets his cock exploded. Blown up.
See, it's funny. It's funny. The opening theme for this show doesn't. It's so funny because they talk about like Murphy was just a regular cop until he was brutally attacked, and it doesn't like knowing RoboCop the movie, knowing how brutally that man gets murdered. To have this cartoon just have a bunch of people turn around a like corner and just open fire, and then it cuts to him as RoboCop. It's like, oh yeah, that's real kid friendly. Let's make them look up what actually happened to this.
There's a scene in this movie where a man gets melted by toxic waste.
Yeah.
It's not
but yeah, that was
never seen RoboCop. So
the movie or the cartoon?
Either, which should come to surprise to maybe the cartoon, but not the movie.
So the movie, if you like Starship Troopers, it's made by the same guy.
Hey, fun fact. Don't really like Starship Troopers all that much.
That is fine. I just was bringing that.
I know.
It takes place in Detroit. I think Detroit as of like yesterday, because it's all run down and run over and got Frank Welker.
So anyway, Inspector Gadget, 1983. Nelvana handled pre-production, storyboards, early animations, basically handled all of season one.
Need to say something before Jared continues, where this is now the third podcast in a row where I'm going to invoke Matthew Broderick.
He's gonna die now
because of the Inspector Gadget movie. Because we talked about Godzilla for the past 2 weeks, so it's fine. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
You got any money?
Money?
Yeah, they handled season one before Deke Studios was given it for season two.
Dick.
So 1983 Inspector Gadget first season was all Nelvana's work. So that's Inspector Gadget versus RoboCop, the series that started something that would become movies later. And
am I going to take the well-known cartoon of a robot, of a man turned into a machine, which has Frank Welker in it, or am I going to pick the TV show that's based off that has a man that turns into a machine that has Frank Welker in it?
Like, I've seen one of these cartoons, and we've already discussed the other one that I haven't seen. Because this used to run on like kids WB every so often too when they didn't have shit to put on.
Go, Gadget, get the vote.
They would do that.
Beat me to it. I was gonna say something similar. So
Yeah. Inspector Gadget's got my vote.
Yeah. It's the better
Inspector
cartoon.
Gadget.
Because
How you
one's a
gonna make
cartoon
a
and one's
robot?
RoboCop.
How you gonna make a fucking cartoon like that? That makes no goddamn sense.
So since you have these pulled up, sir, and
Yes.
since I apparently somehow forgot about this one, to write it down anyway. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
You could
Beetlejuice
get me
versus Ace Ventura, the animated series.
correct. I was supposed to write down the years.
Forgot that they did an animated series of Ace Ventura, which was wild.
Right?
Beetlejuice was 1989 and Ace Ventura was 1995.
Thank you. I thought it was 95, but I couldn't remember if it was 94 or 95. It was the same year after. Yeah, so neither of these follow really what their movies are. Because Beetlejuice, I've seen enough of it, and I kind of remember it. We've talked about it in more recent years on this podcast. Didn't really follow what the movies did, because if I remember right, Beetlejuice and the main
Lydia.
girl, thank you.
Lydia Dietz.
They're like friends or whatever in the series kind of thing, instead of the whole
Marriage.
he was a ghost sent back and marriage stuff.
Beetlejuice wasn't a sexual predator trying to marry a minor.
Yeah, they changed that aspect about him for the series. And then Ace Ventura was, I mean, if you've seen any of the Ace Ventura movies, my grandparents actually had a VHS of it, and I watched it. I don't know where they found it, but they had a VHS of fucking Ace Ventura, and they had it was like a weremoose or something in that episode that he had to deal with. It was a whole thing. But it was the same as if you were watching the movies, just turned into a kid's cartoon, where Ace is just solving animal crimes and various things of that nature. So both of them were kind of what you expected out of it. Beetlejuice just changed the the formula from the movies, but it was still spooky, scary, ghosty realms and stuff like that. So either way, which one do you feel is the better of the two? And surprisingly, Nelvana did both of these. I don't even understand.
Well, I think I've seen more Beetlejuice than I have Ace Ventura.
I am also going to vote for Beetlejuice because I think the execution was better as opposed to like the day-to-day cop thing. Also, the Beetlejuice theme slaps, and I like Beetlejuice.
It fucking does.
Okay. Beetlejuice will move on.
Also, before we move on, I want to share one of my favorite websites ever.
Yeah,
it's literally a thing where you could just... Now, you can't hear them, but it's slideventura.com.
I love that.
That's the time for these things.
Amazing.
All right.
You said you heard him screaming, correct? How can you do that with it? Soundproof.
How could you do that?
That's my favorite joke of the whole movie. Huh?
So now we come to the hardest bracket, because it is the two shows that did the best for Nelvana, which I suppose is arguable because I mean Inspector Gadget, but Magic School Bus. The Magic School Bus. That's right. Nelvana Studios made The Magic School Bus. 1994 to 1997, 4 seasons, 52 episodes, with a theme song by Little Richard. I think we all know this.
Fucking Richard did that? God damn.
Show just got cool.
And based on the books by Joanna Cole and Bruce Deegan, which I think we all know.
Didn't know that.
Okay, well, at least we all know The Magic School Bus.
The first
School
book
bus
is they
shrinks
go to a
down
water
and does
treatment
stuff
plant.
science.
I don't
Yes.
ever remember going to a water treatment plant though.
No, because it's a water fucking treatment plant. They're not that cool. As someone who took a school field trip to a water treatment plant, it's not a banger.
There.
So, going up against their other big hit show, Roly Poly Oly, from 1998 to 2004. Also had 2 films, The Great Defender of Fun and The Baby Butt Chase. 6 seasons, 78 episodes. Roly Poly Oly. Creator William Joyce, aired on Disney. One of the earliest series to do fully CGI cartoon characters in world and put that in forward for things to come later, movie-wise and show-wise. They won 2 awards, the Gemini in Canada for the 1999 Best Animated Series, and then they also got a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Special Class Animated Program Award, 2005 and 2000 itself. Had influences from the 30s Rubber Hose cartoons with the 50s world style. Roly Poly Oly versus the Magic School Bus.
I did not know that Roly Poly Oly had movies. That was surprising to me when you just said that.
Way
up
high, roly poly sky, planet of a really nice guy. This is hard, so
I gotta say, I never thought about it being inspired by Rubber Hose, but now that you said that, in hindsight, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. That being said, this is not going to be as hard for me as it will be for you two, because it's going to be my vote's going to be the Magic School Bus 100% of the time.
Is there a reason why?
I think the Magic School Bus is a. What's the way of putting this? So it's a different. These two, I feel, are different age cartoons. One is a more preschool cartoon. One is more elementary age. That's true. I just think that the adventure magicalness of the Magic School Bus, they go to, the body. They go under the sea. I feel like there's more memorable things about it than just child gets into wacky adventure.
But on a planet full of round people, their neighbor becomes a square. It's a square man.
I just don't think that they expected me to actually have an answer. I like this one better.
No, I expected you to have an answer. You, Anthony, are the king.
I also have an answer on mine.
Dumbest shit in the world. So, not saying that the Magic School Bus is the dumbest shit in the world. I'm saying you're very good at pulling Anthony's whole cloth right out your ass.
Yeah, no, so, I'm definitely a defender of dumb shit.
I mean, I can't really argue that with some of the things you said.
Magic School Bus, I only have like 4 memorable episodes really that really come to mind. Like, right, we have the smell, the scent one. We have the color theory one with the pinball machine. We have the sound wave one where they turn into bats, which as a child, one always eluded me. When they're doing echolocation, that one always eluded me. I think I've seen it like twice, and then the other one is obviously inside when Arnold turns orange because he eats seaweed for so money. So, and I would say that because of that, and because I have, well, Anthony could attest to this too. I have younger sisters, so Roly Poly Oly was a staple in the house. Like, that was constantly on. So and then there's always other good Magic School Bus ones, but I don't know, this one's very difficult, all things considered.
Wow.
Look, I feel like this is really funny that this is their most serious debate we're having.
It's about fucking
School Bus versus Roly Poly
Hose versus Imagination Land, basically. Like
war or not to war. Magic School Bus or Roly
different compared to like when we're like, fuck a little bear, fuck that piece of shit. And we're like, yes, the dichotomy between the Magic School Bus and the Rubber Hose style.
Truly distinct shows of their age.
Guys, remember when they went to like not different planets, but they were doing different gravities in the Magic School Bus. And like on like Mercury, I'd be at my goal weight minus 50 pounds, and on Jupiter, I'd basically die because of how fat I am, just crush myself under my own weight.
Not only do I know of the show, but the library that I used to go to, which no longer exists, RIP library, had a Magic School Bus game where you could do different things. I might just be biased because of this game where you could take different objects and put them into the different gravities of like bottom of the ocean or on the planet or things like that.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest here. I have nothing against the Magic School Bus. I really don't. I grew up with both of these school bus. I get it. I get why that won the Twitter poll. I get it. I'm going Roly Poly Oly myself because that one I watched so much growing up. It was a staple in great grandma's house waiting for the school bus in the morning.
The issue I have is I realize why Magic School Bus won the poll and why Anthony is saying that. The only issue I have voting for the Magic School Bus is the availability of being able to watch them before streaming services. Magic School Bus was like, if you caught it on a PBS, if it was like a rain day at school, it wasn't just like readily available on channels, at least the channels that I was watching, where Roly Poly was on Nick Jr. and was on Disney Jr. was part of like that whole thing that started that series. So again, Anthony, where had you watched Magic School Bus? Because this is not me patronizing you. It is just a genuine curiosity. Is like, how did you watch?
I am a bit curious too.
Because
a lot of my school, you have to know, like, I went to school in a completely different place than these guys did. Gordon McCall Elementary, one of the biggest rules were, if it were to rain at all, you went inside.
Yes, same here.
So there would be in my second grade class, Mrs. Higgison. She would play the Magic School Bus because she felt it was very educational.
Yeah, it really wasn't some outdated information there, but
a lot of I think she had like the VHS tapes or something.
Right, and that's why, and that's really the deciding factor for me. And again, it's nothing against the Magic School Bus.
Oh yeah,
it is like Magic School Bus should win this whole cloth. It should. It is the better of the two shows. However, I watched way more Roly Poly Oly than I did Magic School Bus because it wasn't readily available.
Which is fair and understandable.
Yeah.
And also another big thing is I did not grow up with cable.
Yeah.
Like that. So that also really affected my cartoon choices.
Which is fine, but I don't remember seeing Magic School Bus on like regular ass TV.
What was Magic School Bus on?
Yeah, no.
Was it on regular TV? Because it was much more educational, or was it on PBS and it just never kind of caught it?
It might have been on PBS.
It aired on PBS.
If anywhere.
Yeah. But here's the thing: at what time? Because like I was watching PBS, I was watching Liberty Kids, I was watching Cyber Chase, I was watching. There was the other one.
Watch it be right before.
God, it was the first fully animated series on PBS.
That's wild.
It was part of the daytime and weekday children's block.
Okay.
So if you weren't basically at school.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get into finalizing out all of our bracket.
So wait, did Roly Poly Oly win? We didn't have a finalization.
Yeah, well, I'm saying before we move, because now we have who moved on. So before we get into the final part of the bracket,
he's being dramatic. Got it.
Yes. I'm gonna do it in memoriam of cartoons that did not make the cut.
We'll have that as well. So Nelvana Studios themselves.
Of an angel. No, sorry, continue.
The studio is named after a 1941 Canadian comic called Nelvana of the Northern Lights, which was the first Canadian superhero. And the studio was established in 1971 using that name. They're based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which, as we talked about, they're Canadian. They have 3 offices, however. They have one in the U.S., but then they also have Japan, France, and Ireland for extra studios for them. And you may be asking, why are we covering over Nelvana Studios before everyone else? Why
are we covering over Nelvana Studios before everyone else?
Yeah, or Nickelodeon, Disney, any of those. That is because Nelvana Studios this year announced that it will be closing doors, no longer doing productions, no longer doing anything. And considering that they had shows that were in our childhood, I felt, why not give them a little special treat? They also, as we've kind of covered over with these shows, because they had a lot of other cartoons, I just didn't include them because they were things that were so niche, I had never heard of them in my entire life because they didn't really go outside of Canada. But they used public domain children's books to make their shows in the beginning, and then they started making their own things like Roly Poly Oly. And collectively, they've produced over 1,650 hours of half-hour original programming from 1971 to 2025.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Mike...
I had a funny joke, but you were in the middle of your monologue, so I didn't want to interrupt you. Yes, the 4 languages: Canadian, French, Japanese, and Irish.
Yes, there's nothing else in there. Nothing else at all. So as Maverick mentioned, the cartoons, the in memoriam, they didn't make it because they're coming in other things. That was things like Clone High was under
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
That was under Nelvana Studios. Now for Disney side, this is where it got a little interesting for me. Gargoyles was made by Nelvana Studios, or at least a branch of Nelvana. Nelvana Studios had like sister branch studios that like were all over. Like once they worked with Disney and Nick, they had like studios that opened in them, and they were helping make shows beyond things they branded. Which like Gargoyles, that was like their animation studio that helped with it. Brace Face. Okay. And then Nickelodeon, Fairly Odd Parents. It was their studio that was used.
What the
So fuck? They were also in there, and I'm like, I can't include that here.
Yeah, wait till we get to talk about Fairly Odd Parents some more in a later bracket.
Dude, Butch Hartman, great guy.
So honorable mentions, which these are honorable mentions because, as I have here, I was too young for them. So for those of you who are a bit younger, maybe in your early to mid 20s, these are things that you probably remember, and I know because my sister watched them. I was just too old to watch them with her. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
Oh, hell
Max
yeah.
and Ruby.
I fucking hate Max and Ruby so fucking much. Max is such a... I want to like fucking kick a rabbit square in the face. Just,
what's the anthropomorphic rabbits? Fuck
it was also, well, no, because we liked Bugs Bunny. He was the only one that got a free pass, but yes.
I mean, still to say one. Every now and then, I will say great googly moogly, so.
Miss Spider's Sunny Patch Friends.
Nope.
And the Backyardigans.
Oh, heck
all
yeah.
Nelvana Studios. They also have commercial mentions. I wanted to mention because they were commercials. They're the commercials that I think we remember the most, which is our childhood of stuff.
Dude, if you say hair,
they did 90s M&M's commercials, 90s Chef Boyardee commercials, Captain Crunch, 7-Up, Blockbuster Video, Planters, Honeycomb, and Rice Krispies, all in the 90s.
They're the bastards behind the Honeycomb Monster. That fucking thing, that thing was in my nightmares, man.
Yeah, that was Nelvana was all the 90s like mascot stuff. That was all their commercials.
Dude, what the fuck?
Can't win them all. No, can't win them all.
I was so yeah, go Nelvana because all this cool shit. And then you said the honeycombs commercials. I'm like, oh, fuck that shit.
Okay, let me just.
Also, I nicked my finger on my desk and now it's bleeding.
How dare you? All right, so back into the bracket, coming into the finals on here. Let's start off. We got Bubbar the Elephant against Franklin the Turtle.
God, just
does the elephant stomp the turtle, or does the turtle win?
Hey, it's Franklin.
It's Franklin.
My vote's for Franklin the Turtle. Though I was the only true advocate for Bad is the only one who's actually seen it.
I haven't seen it. It's just bad.
Anthony pulling out the elephant gun, like, all right, Franklin's got to move on.
Let's execute this monarch.
Yeah, destroy the patriarchy.
All right, so Franklin, Care Bear's family, or Roly Poly Oly. I think this is
there goes my whole bracket.
What was it?
Care Bear's family versus Roly Poly Oly.
No, we don't need to. Next.
Guess what I had going all
fucking Care Bears.
Guess what I had going all the way.
Fucking Magic School Bus. Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah.
Can't win them all.
Michael's correct though. Who the fuck's gonna vote for the sequel series of the Care Bear? Also, like I say, I hate how it's fucking grammatically said. The Care Bear's family. Can't be just like the
you
Care
gotta
Bear
clarify.
family.
Gotta clarify. So Beetlejuice or Inspector Gadget?
I'm gonna vote.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do Inspector Gadget.
Gadget all the way.
Really? Nobody's going Beetlejuice on that one.
I feel like it's more whimsical. I feel like it's more fun and cartoony.
The issue is with Beetlejuice. Like, I get it, ran for 3 seasons.
He's a sexual predator.
He should be a sexual predator. He's a bad man.
God.
He's a bad man. If I say his name 3 times, I know I'm getting pegged that night. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a bad
that
man.
Night, you're getting pegged in that minute. He's gonna go, hey, how's it going?
So, Franklin or Inspector Gadget?
Huh.
Inspector Gadget.
See, my whole bracket's already fucked
Franklin.
up. But like, so this matchup, I didn't even think about.
Fucked up his whole little fucking madness bracket there, folks.
They're fine.
There's also only one fan voted cartoon in the sliders.
Well, it's okay for the fans to be wrong.
Yeah, we can't win them all.
They were wrong on every single one.
As they should be. They obviously don't know us. Our fans don't know us. It's going to be Inspector Gadget. Here's the thing. I voted with Franklin for you guys because I care about both of you. But here's the thing. I fucking hate that turtle. I fucking hate it. I hated Little Bear more than I hated the turtle. But that little turtle with a little ascot. Who you think you're better than me? Huh? You green little piece. You think you're better than me?
Boy
huh,
Scout.
Franklin? Huh? Dude, he's not a boy. So he's a Turtle Scout, maybe.
He's in the fucking Mike's gonna meet Frank Welker dressed up as Fred Jones, just kick his ass.
Fucking my ascot, bitch. My ascot. You coming into my house now?
Jared, what is your vote?
Mike?
Yeah, Jared. What's your vote now, huh? Yeah. Huh?
You didn't think I was
going. Go ahead.
I'm going to go Franklin based off my own nostalgia.
This backfired on me immediately.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah. No, I have to be the tiebreaker. All right. So
yes, you do.
Let me think about this logically. So we have 2 completely different cartoons for 2 different age brackets that are 2 different completely different themes.
Like.
I'm going to think about what is the better long-lasting cartoon.
Yep.
And
is it
I'm
a
gonna go
stupid
with
fucking turtle, or is it a man that can go gadget whatever the fuck he wants and is amazing? Those are the two cartoons we're talking about right now, right?
Hard
I don't
to
remember.
little Franklin.
Gonna go with Inspector Gadget because I think, and this is coming back to our cartoon bracket with Kids Next Door, that I think it is the more long-lasting,
that's fair,
impactful one. They could make an Inspector Gadget movie next year, and people will go see it. If they made a Franklin movie, people will be like, "Oh, yeah, I remember Franklin from my childhood. I'm not going to go see that, but maybe I'll stream that with my kid when it comes out for free."
Also, it's one of those things where Inspector Gadget is also already an adult, so it's very easy to just have an adult play him. Whereas Franklin, it's the same thing that happens to like The Amazing World of Gumball, right? Characters age out so fast of that voice that you have to come up with odd and end ways to keep that character relevant.
I do have to say, you probably picked the worst one because they do this so well.
I know, that's why I said like that. No, Gumball's the only show that's ever done that well.
Well, now comes the final decision.
Is it
the hardest decision?
Is it the hardest decision? I forget what the final two are. Maybe for me,
Roly Poly Oly versus Inspector Gadget.
Way up high in the roly-poly sky, there's a little round planet of a very nice roly-poly-oly. He's short and smart and round.
See, I'm going to stick with Inspector Gadget because of the reasons I just explained. I feel like it is the exact same logic for me.
Oh,
damn.
Also, Anthony. There goes Anthony using logic against me when I'm trying to convince.
So, Anthony, which one did you just vote for?
Inspector Gadget.
Of course.
Also, I'm a little petty bitch.
Oh, I hate you. Listen. It is one of those things. Here's the thing. I will not relent. And I will not forfeit. I will say that the Magic School Bus is going to be one of those cartoons, much like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where while it did not win, it is in a category all its own and deserves infinite amounts of respect.
That is fair.
There you go.
Yeah, that is fair.
Still voting for respect.
I'm voting Roly Poly Oly,
which is fair. I don't have any bitterness or anything about it.
No, I get it.
Like it just, I just lost the vote. That's all it is.
Yeah, like a bitch.
Stop the counting. Stop the counting. So, yeah, like I said, this really messed with me because I thought Magic School Bus was going all the way.
And I get why you would think that. I do. But it's in one of those cartoons that I wouldn't stop to watch if it was on right now, kind of thing. Like that's a big part of like if it's am I going to watch it because it's on the channel, or am I going to look for the remote to switch the channel to something else?
So now, with that, does Maverick choose Roly Poly Oly or Inspector Gadget?
Yes. I'm still having an internal debate. So
see, the problem is, I did make a good point.
Yes, he did, and it really pisses me off.
But the thing is, I'll explain what Maverick's going through. He likes Roly Poly more as a cartoon, but he thinks that Inspector Gadget has a bigger impact.
Yes,
he likes the movie more than he likes the cartoon, and I think that's what's getting into him.
I will vote Roly Poly Oly just to close that case. It is specifically as
holy shit.
Saying, it's I watched a lot more Roly Poly Oly because of my sisters, and it was always on. So, even if you were to ask Heather right now which of those two would win, she would also say Roly Poly Oly.
She would definitely say Roly Poly Oly.
Have you introduced your son to Roly Poly Oly yet?
Oh yes, we have.
Good.
I was about to say it.
I will say she would not have agreed with the Magic School Bus vote.
No, I completely understand that.
But she would agree with it beating Inspector Gadget because I would say which one? She'd be like, Roly Poly Oly. What kind of question is that?
Yes.
She would not have hesitated as we did.
No, there would have been no hesitation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here from the Nelvana bracket coming out of the gates hot. We got Roly Poly Oly rolling into this motherfucker, taking the award with him. Damn. Not how I saw that going.
I mean, this is how.
Way up high in the roly-poly sky is a little round planet of a really nice guy. He's roly-poly-oly. He's small and smart and round. And in the land of curves and curls, he's the swellest kid around.
This is how the last cartoon bracket went too, so I don't know why we're so surprised.
I know the fact that
we really did constantly.
Honestly, I was surprised.
Quo.
Yeah, we constantly vote for what we enjoy and not what's considered the best.
This is correct.
See, I just assumed Magic School Bus would have been the sweeper throughout the entire thing with just nostalgia.
Yeah, so did Anthony, but it's one of those things. Like I said, I only ever watched the Magic School Bus at school,
and that's fair.
And nowhere else.
I mean, yeah. I think I had one person in my childhood that had one VHS, and that was it.
Probably wasn't one of the good ones either.
There's an episode where they get jizzed on.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the fish one.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Yeah. Very bad. Yeah. Very bad.
So Roly Poly Oly. There you go, folks. I'll have it on the screen for you.
Now
we'll have other brackets that come up at some point. It's just the other brackets are way bigger and take way more time to put together.
So much time.
Do you think Roly Poly Oly is really getting to the end?
No.
No, I think
it will die off like that'll a second round or so. Second round or so. Listen, it's like football. They won the NFC North. They are not getting divisional or Super Bowl. Like they maybe got a wild card even at that. So
it's fucking semi-pro fifth place.
If you're someone who's listening and you have younger children. And you're wondering about things, what cartoons. There you go. Roly Poly Oly, put that on for them. It's got a fun enough time. It's got the shapes and the bouncing and whatnot. It'll keep colorful enough. It'll keep kids busy for a while. So there you go. Put on some Roly Poly Oly.
Yep.
Have a good time. Other than that, just some updates on some things possibly. Alien Earth ends next week. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Just putting that out there now. It's been fun. Not ready to see that go. Are there any new movies coming out other than Anaconda? Because that trailer came out, and I'm sorry to everyone out there who's like, it looks fun and great. I don't give a shit. Like, I have Anaconda from the 90s. That's all I needed. I never needed this. I never once asked for this, and I don't care about it.
You're going to dig a hole, and then I'm going to go yell at my son as he's trying to find the Declaration of Independence. I get split out whole in this movie. My daughter's attractive.
I don't care that Anaconda is being remade, and I've had some of my friends. I had a friend of mine send it to me, like, "Are you excited?" Like, no, because you know what? I never gave a shit that this was being made, so no.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's any movies that have gotten my attention.
Nope.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I didn't know if you guys have seen anything because there definitely hasn't been anything.
Mike and I haven't been to the movies since like
Sinners?
May.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Since
okay.
Just because summer happened and summer.
Wait, didn't you go see Superman?
Oh,
Superman. Yeah.
That doesn't count. That was a mainstream movie. It was a mainstream movie.
I still have the Rocky Road to Dublin on my
Fuck.
playlist.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the merry months of May.
But for all of you at home, we'll see if there's a Comic-Con that comes to Guam. Maybe I'll try to get over to that too, and you'll see Jokey Pants there. But thanks to all of you that were at Recon. It was a very fun time meeting people, seeing things. Sergeant Redacted bought a Transformer, Gundam. Hang on a second.
Gundam. Look at that titty.
Way too much money.
That is, it's got a handle on it. So that thing. So can you explain that? Can you describe what you just lifted up
Yes.
for the audience who is not watching the camera?
That is a Masterclass Gundam. Masterclass Gundams, which that one he bought when we were at Recon because it's a Japanese exclusive Masterclass. So it's very hard to find outside of Japan. And we were just lucky enough they had the last one at the Donkey where we were at. Masterclass is an extremely detailed model kit where you have to build a metal exoskeleton on the inside, piece by piece, and then you put on every individual piece of armor and different thing that goes onto it. It's everything. When he'll do it is beyond me. He hasn't finished any of the other Gundams he has, so that one's gonna sit on a shelf for years. But he spent like $350 on it because he was like, "I'll never find it outside when we go back home. I'll get it." And then I had to hear him bitch the next day about like, "Man, I spent way too." I was like, yeah, that's why I tried talking you out of doing that. And then you said, "Nah, I can swing it." And so fun.
I can swing it.
I got the little Xeno, and they also gave me a free Chainsaw Man poster with it. And then I also got some stickers, which one of them is Transformers Jazz for Anthony.
Nice.
I don't have my jazz figures over there.
But yeah, to all of you, stay on, stay happy. We'll catch you on the next one. I don't really know what the next episode's going to be. Actually, just kidding. Go over on our Twitter and you can see we got stuff coming. We're getting into Oddtober, so there's going to be a bunch of things. I even have a Jokey Pants episode planned out for the month, so we'll have to go check that out as well. Maverick has a very special episode planned for this month, so stay tuned for that one as well.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
You don't listen.
Disney.
Just it's gonna be a wild ride for you both. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this movie?"
I've never seen it.
Do you
It's gonna be
prefer me to
wild.
not watch it?
No, you need to watch it. You need to
Okay.
experience the sheer horror that haunted my dreams as a child.
Yes.
Like this was one of the scariest movies to me. And I watched it I think like last year in prep for like a Halloween episode that never came to be because we got talking about other things. And it's
True.
not nearly as bad as I thought, but the puppet work still freaked me the fuck out, man. It's fucking wild.
Stay tuned for that one. We got a Disney Halloween movie
got
there for
a
y'all.
Decom Halloween movie coming to you.
I cannot wait until we watch. I was gonna make a
For
joke
what?
about the Irish basketball
Look at the
people.
Irish.
Look at the Irish, but I couldn't think of the name.
Also, tune in next week. We're going to talk about. Tune in next week. We're going to have nostalgic Halloween movies. Give you some things, much like the top 10 videos I have out. So go check those out as well if you want some movies to watch for the spooky season.
Spoopy.
Let's stay out, stay happy. We'll
Spoopy.
see you around. And bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.